I mostly just play the piano now. I have in the past led a band on guitar and sang, played the accordion, you know, the banjo, different things. But the older I get, I feel like I need to concentrate on the piano. If I want to be a great piano player, I have to focus on just that. It's all part of my personal experience. So, you know, one minute I have a jazz thing in my head, the next minute I have a rock and roll tune in my head, and maybe some old ragtime from the turn of the century. And I'm lucky in most of my shows I can do all of those things. You know, people are accepting of those different styles. Something like this, I try to go a little more rock and roll for it.
I ain't gonna be your low-down dog no more. Well, I ain't gonna be your low-down dirty dog no more. My train's at the station, my mind's made up to go. While I work hard, baby, I brought you home my pay. While I work hard, baby, who brought you home my pay? Certainly gonna miss me when I'm gone away.
Well, initially I just I wanted to emulate the sounds of the boogie woogie pianists. So, you know, I listened to the records, Albert Ammons, Meade Lux Lewis, and people like that. I slowed the record down to half speed. You know, I take a 33 record, slow it down to 16, and listen carefully, try to hear what they were doing. Yeah, and along the way I developed my own style and composed some things, wrote some songs, and I still compose some piano music. Well, if we want to talk about rock and roll, two of my favorite memories, and I played with a lot of 1950s artists with the band in Las Vegas. So one that was really great was Billy Lee Riley. You know, he was one of the artists on Sun Records. And before Las Vegas, I played with him in a small club in San Francisco. And it was amazing. It was like stepping back in time. It was as if I'd gone in a time machine back to 1956. And he was still in good health, and he sang great, and he had the right attitude. So Billy Lee Riley was very memorable. Janis Martin, to me, Janis Martin was the greatest ever. And I played with her, a number of times, but I remember her fondly. And I'm sad that she's gone. Yeah, Janis Martin, she was the best.
Holla, beat me, daddy, ain't to the bar now, riff, riffing up the keys. Oh, plink, plank, plank, plonk it up with ease. When he jams with a bass and guitar, they holler, oh, beat me, daddy, ain't to the bar. Yes, beat me, daddy, ain't to the bar. Well, beat me, daddy, hey to the bar.
The main thing I don't like about music today is the involvement of machines, because everything is machines. You know, you sing, they take your voice, they use a machine to make everything is perfectly, exactly, you know, electric drums. If you play an instrument, they want you to play exactly the same every time. You know, I have a friend who worked on a famous album, and, you know, the first chorus he played one thing on the bass, and the second chorus he did something different, and they said, no, don't do that. Play the same thing every time. So this is not a good way of looking at music. It has to be spontaneous. You have to be projecting emotion, and best case scenario, something spiritual.
till I learn to tease. These are 88 keys. I told the strong out from the weak. I'm gonna spread it around. That honky tonkin'